Alright, let's clear this up. This whole Goldilocks and the Three Bears story? Total nonsense. Bears, please. If I'd seen one, I'd have bolted. Want to know what really happened? Well, it involves uncovering the biggest secret of my life. And yes, meeting a ridiculously handsome prince. Hey, why should Cinderella and Rapunzel get a prince in their stories and not me? I'm Goldilocks, and I'm from Belgium. I grew up in a tiny cabin in the woods, surrounded by endless trees and animals that, spoiler alert, don't burst into songs like in the movies. It was just me, Mom, and Dad. Dad was a carpenter who made furniture out of fallen trees, and Mom sold crafts at fairs, our version of Amazon Prime. We lived simply, growing our own food, reading by candlelight, and with no electricity or Wi-Fi. I had no clue what I was missing out on. I was always super curious by nature, and Mom always warned me that it would get me into trouble, but I never listened. Goldilocks, what are you doing? The door says, do not enter. Remember, curiosity killed the cat. Yeah, but don't cats have 9 lives? I'm just trying to live my best one. What happened when I told you not to touch the beehive? But we get honey from there. How cool is that? Not when your face swelled up like a balloon. Some things are better left alone. You should play it safe, like your dad and me. We work hard and life isn't always easy, but at least it's real. And by being real, you'll always fit in. But everything changed when I started high school in a small town outside the forest. After being homeschooled, I knew things would be different. I had an epic meltdown before I left. Please, just button up your shirt. You don't want to be late on your first day. But it's too tight. Then wear the blouse. It itches. I know, my t-shirt is just right. Oh no, but it won't match my shoes. High school was a whole new world. No more dodging tree branches or picking berries. Suddenly, I was navigating crowded hallways and trying to crack the code of cafeteria cliques. No matter how hard I tried, I just didn't fit in. Also, it took me so long commuting back and forth from school, and it was super tiring. So when I spotted a neon flyer at school advertising available spots in new on-campus housing, I saw my chance to make some real friends. Sure, there would be chaperones around, but I'd also finally have a little space for Mom and Dad. Be yourself, and please, trust that your new roommates will see how brilliant you are. And maybe this time, try not to do the whole which seat is the most perfect analysis out loud. Noted. I was bouncing with excitement to meet my new roommates, praying they'd like me. Turns out, I had nothing to worry about. The door opened to the most handsome guy I'd ever seen, with blonde waves and sparkling blue eyes.
Hi, I'm Rupert. Let me get those bags for you.
He casually lifted my heavy suitcase with one muscly arm like it was nothing. Winnie was like a walking fashion magazine, with highlighted curls cascading down her back.
Ooh, what fun. Somebody needs a makeover. You can borrow my clothes anytime. And you should.
Teddy was this cute tech hippie who was always meditating in designer clothes.
Your aura is amazing. Now, tell me everything about yourself.
Finally, someone who wanted to know about me. We all clicked instantly. Even when I started my usual Goldilocks seating analysis, they didn't flinch. Okay, so sitting on this end of the sofa would give me a chill because it's by the door, and the other end is no good because you can't see the TV. But the middle, it's just perfect, halfway to the kitchen and the exit.
Wow, I've never thought about it that way.
So cute. You should live in my pocket.
Please, tell me more about your seating philosophy.
At first, they seemed like an absolute dream. Winnie and I would spend hours laughing as she styled me.
You're practically my twin. You must come to New York and meet my family. They'll probably want to adopt you.
Rupert always offered to help put up shelves and fix stuff and always wore a tool belt.
Sometimes it's hard being this beautiful. I've heard it can stall your career.
Teddy always complimented me and had my favorite frothy coffee in hand.
Here's a little thank you. Now that you're here, the room's brighter, and the energy levels have skyrocketed.
I felt most at ease with Teddy. I couldn't help wonder if he liked me, and a part of me hoped he'd ask me out. But just as I was settling in, things got weird. I started wondering where Winnie got all her clothes. She rocked the latest trends daily without repeating outfits, and kept giving me tons of clothes too. Seriously, how could she afford that on a high school budget?
Oh, my mom has a boutique in San Fran.
I thought you were from New York. I noticed Winnie blushing.
Oh, yeah, they moved because of bed bugs.
Then one time, when I asked Teddy to fix the Wi-Fi, I caught him frantically searching YouTube for a tutorial.
I was just double-checking. Old electrics. Better safe than sorry.
The building was brand new, and wasn't he a tech guy? But the real head-scratcher came when I found Rupert coming out of a room I'd never noticed before. He was locking it up when I caught him.
Oh, It's just my personal gym. I'm a bit funny about people using my equipment, so please respect that and don't go in.
Here's the thing, he was never sweaty afterward. My curiosity got the better of me, and one day, when everyone was out, I stood in front of the mysterious door. Rupert must have forgotten to lock it. Mom's warning about curiosity killing the cat echoed in my head, but I couldn't resist. Just as I reached for the doorknob, I felt a presence behind me. I spun around to find Winnie.
You will love this top. Let's try it on.
I saw her impeccable timing as a sign to stay away. I soon had no time to think about the door, as Teddy roped me into organizing a costume party. He kept piling on tasks. Food, entertainment, costumes, and I didn't have the heart to tell him I was struggling. I spent most of my time fixing my mistakes to make sure his party was perfect. Finally, on the day of the party, as my roommates were getting dressed up, I was sitting out snacks when something shiny caught my eye. The key to Rupert's room. I grabbed it and rushed to the mysterious room. I put the key in and the door opened. Inside was a dimly lit